Executive Officer for Region 3, and I'm honored to be up here with my colleagues and co-leaders of our Regional Governance Pre-K-8 Task Force, Mia Settles from Region 1 and Janette Hernandez from Region 2. As a principal in Oakland, I had the experience of leading a school, really the honor of leading a school, in which parents and community were deeply invested as leaders. When a challenge or an opportunity arose, together we took responsibility for making sure that the good of our children was prioritized. That experience showed me that engaged families and communities partnering is really at the core of building healthy, full-service community schools here in Oakland that not only improve but transform the educational life outcomes for our young people. As you know, we have a new regional structure that is pre-K-8. For too long in Oakland, we focused on pre-K, CDC over here. We focused on elementary over here and had networks here, and then we had middle schools, and we were not connected. This structure is about recognizing the absolute need for us to connect and align our work to support the success and outcomes for our children. With that, we also know that getting through 8th grade is just not adequate, and so our task force is very connected with and aligned to the work that's happening in support of having a really strong secondary experience for our students as well. We, as pre-K-8 leaders, are completely 100% committed to graduating our students from high school prepared for college and career. I think also very exciting about the mission of our task force is that this is about aligning the regional structure to the municipal structure so that we can more closely and systematically partner with our city. Again, just as we must partner within our organization to align elementary to middle and pre-K to elementary, we must become strategically in relationship with our city resources to maximize the experience for our kids and families.
Okay, so and I'm going to talk about our work thus far on the Regional Governance Task Force. And I wanted to share a quote with you that I think really defines our work. A community needs a soul if it is to become a true home for human beings. You, the people, must get it, that soul. We are the people. We're the soul of the work. And each one of us will make the difference when we work together and we actually build each other up. And our work so far has been to develop an engagement strategy so we can hear the voices of our students and our family and our community leaders. To develop our strategy, we've invited leaders, community leaders. We invited parents, community-based organizations, family coordinators, liaisons, principals, teachers, and city leaders who have a history of bringing people together and taking action to improve the conditions in their neighborhood and communities. We wanted to learn their strategy and most importantly, their stories on how they authentically engage families for the better of our community. We're talking to people like Emma Paulino, who saw her son struggling in school, and she spoke little English at the time, yet she was committed to finding a place for her child to be successful. So she began working with the school to create a positive and academically challenging environment. She was inspired and a catalyst and a partner in the development of many small schools that exist today. Because of the Emmas in our city, we are creating models and helping to realize our vision. We are asking people, how can we manage the assets in our community and realize the vision of the school district? Full-service community schools, every child college and career ready. Our first 2 meetings have been remarkable. One of our participants reflected, we have such common goals, yet this is the first time we sat together in a room. We are committed to sustaining these connections to coordinate, align, and leverage resources in service of our children, families, and communities.
So our challenge question is, what are the structures we need to put in place to authentically engage communities by race, culture, gender, and language groups? This is no easy task, nor can it be figured out alone. This task force is learning, investigating, researching how best to build this. No one is as deaf as the person who will not listen. This ancient proverb illuminates the importance of listening. The Regional Governance Task Force is on mission to restructure the way we engage with students, families, communities, and one another. Our experts are the community, and the people at the table are willing to talk about race and its impact on education for our children. We will be learning through focus groups, conducting one-on-one interviews of the most disenfranchised in our community. Through a listening campaign in the spring, we endeavor to raise awareness, hold a space to share between and amongst diverse groups of voices, and to refine our shared common goals. It is no secret that our shared desire for increased student achievement will not be realized unless we raise our social, cultural, and political achievement, deepen our relationships with one another, and challenge the historical and traditional ways we have engaged. This is just not rhetoric. As a regional governance task force, we will examine our day-to-day practices, attitudes, beliefs, and interactions through harnessing the human resources, expertise, and cultural competencies of this rich community. By June, we will present to you, the board, a recommendation for a regional governance structure that allows everyone to be heard and interrupt the inequities that are present in our education system today. Thank you.